Hi, I'm Ron DeParmesan here with Newscats. TD Bank has pleaded guilty to extensive failures in its anti-money laundering program, agreeing to pay a staggering $3 billion penalty. This marks the largest bank in US history to face such charges, sending shockwaves through the financial industry. From January 2014 to October 2023, TD Bank failed to monitor a whopping $18.3 trillion in customer transactions. This systemic neglect allowed three major money laundering networks to transfer over $670 million through TD accounts. Meow, that's a lot of dirty money. US Attorney General Merrick Garland didn't pull any punches, stating, "By making its services convenient for criminals, TD Bank became one." He emphasized that over 90% of transactions went unmonitored, creating an environment where financial crime could flourish. The bank's failures were not just oversights, but a result of deliberate cost-cutting measures. Senior executives, including the chief anti-money laundering officer, were aware of significant deficiencies yet failed to take corrective action. They enforced a flat-cost paradigm that restricted budget increases even as risks escalated and profits soared. In one shocking instance, TD Bank employees accepted over $57,000 in gift cards to process more than $470 million in suspicious cash deposits. These transactions were linked to serious crimes, including drug trafficking and human trafficking. It seems some bank tellers were more interested in gift cards than following the law. The penalties imposed on TD Bank are severe. They'll pay $1.3 billion to the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network and $1.8 billion to the Department of Justice. Additionally, the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency has placed restrictions on TD Bank's growth, limiting its US assets to $434 billion. As part of the settlement, TD Bank will be monitored for compliance with anti-money laundering practices for 3 years. They've also committed to hiring over 700 specialists to enhance their compliance efforts. It looks like they're finally taking this seriously. Better late than never, I suppose. This case has broader implications for the banking sector. It signals increased regulatory scrutiny and a push for stricter compliance measures across the industry. Other major banks are likely scrambling to review and strengthen their own anti-money laundering protocols to avoid similar fates. The TD Bank scandal highlights the critical importance of the Bank Secrecy Act in preventing financial crimes. This law requires financial institutions to implement robust anti-money laundering programs and report suspicious activities. Clearly, TD Bank failed spectacularly on both counts. While TD Bank tries to clean up its act, this case serves as a stark reminder of the ongoing battle against financial crime. It's a cat-and-mouse game, with regulators constantly trying to stay one step ahead of criminals who exploit weaknesses in the banking system. If you want to stay informed about the latest developments in financial regulations and how they might affect your money, be sure to subscribe to our channel. We'll keep you up to date on all the juicy details. As we wrap up this story, it's worth noting that TD Bank's reputation has taken a serious hit. Their stock dropped 6% following the announcement, and investor confidence has been shaken. It'll be interesting to see how long it takes them to regain trust in the financial world. This case also raises questions about individual accountability. While TD Bank as an institution is facing consequences, investigations into the roles of specific executives are ongoing. Attorney General Garland has made it clear that no individual involved in TD Bank's illegal conduct is off limits. The use of gift cards as bribes in this scheme is particularly intriguing. It shows how creative criminals can be in exploiting banking systems. One has to wonder how many other banks might have similar vulnerabilities that haven't yet been exposed. Looking ahead, this case is likely to influence future banking regulations and compliance standards. We may see even stricter oversight, enhanced reporting requirements, and more rigorous training protocols across the entire banking sector. It's not just regulators who should be concerned. Ordinary bank customers might want to take a closer look at their own financial institutions. Are they confident that their banks are doing enough to prevent money laundering and other financial crimes? In conclusion, the TD Bank scandal serves as a wake-up call for the entire financial industry. It demonstrates the high cost of prioritizing profits over compliance and the severe consequences of turning a blind eye to suspicious activities. As the dust settles on this case, one thing is clear. The era of lax oversight in banking is coming to an end. Thanks for tuning in to Newscats. I'm Ron de Parmesan. Meow.